right, good evening, everyone. Welcome to the regular council meeting of August 24th, 2026. Clerk, can you please call the roll?
Councilwoman Aaron. Here. Councilman Fleming.
Here.
Councilor Geralds. Here. Mayor Pro Tem Muir.
Here.
Councilor Rohrbach. Here. Councilor Wright. Here. Mayor Haynes.
I am here. All right, if everyone would please stand for the invocation and pledge of allegiance led this evening by Councilman Fleming.
Let us pause for a moment of reflection. As we gather here tonight, we recognize the diverse community we serve and the responsibility placed upon our shoulders. Let us be guided by wisdom, empathy, and a deep commitment to the well-being of our residents. In this chamber, may we seek common ground amidst differing perspectives, fostering an environment of honesty, respect, and civil discourse. We are reminded of the strength that lies in our unity and the potential that comes from working together towards shared goals. May our discussions be fruitful, our decisions just, and our efforts focus on creating a stronger and more inclusive future for Madison Heights. Amen.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Okay, next item on the agenda is the approval of the agenda. Are there any additions and deletions? Hearing none, can I get a motion?
Your Honor,
Yes.
motion to approve the agenda as printed.
Okay, we have a motion. Is there support?
Your Honor.
Yes.
Support.
All right, we have a motion and support. Any discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor signify by saying aye. Aye. Opposed, say no. Motion carries. We have no presentations or public hearings this evening, so we'll move to meeting open to the public. Just remember, when you get up to speak, to limit your comments to 3 minutes and to direct them towards me as the head of the council. So we will open the public hearing. Anybody that wishes to speak, if you'd please come up to the podium.
Well, hello, my name is Paul Sanders. Unfortunately, I've lived here since 1978. My grandparents originally moved here back in the 1930s. But I got some questions, because people at the restaurants are getting a little upset talking with me. First, I'd like to say, Clint, right, where you live along, what do you want to call that, Lincoln? At one time, that was part of the Illich Farm, not the Illich Pizza Makers, Illich Farms. Check into it, you'll see. They own that whole stretch of land right there. They grew small plants for either gardening or flowers in the spring. Okay, the next thing I got to ask about, people get really upset with me when either I go to different restaurants, including John R. Grill. Why did you do, or who did, and what was the purpose for what's happened to 11 Mile between John R. and the high school? People are really upset about that. And I'm too old and I'm living with MS, I can't run. But they get really mad at me. Can anybody explain to me why that was done to 2 lanes, with somewhat of a turn lane, but not really? Please? Because I gotta explain this when I go either to the different 2 or 3 restaurants that I go to. I really wish you would, because they're getting kind of upset with me because I've lived here for so long. So if you would, would you please try to, somebody explain to me, why did you close that down instead of being 4 lanes where we didn't have backups? In other words, we've got single lanes that go all the way back, almost past the high school, up to John R. Thank you. I'll hush up and sit down.
Thank you, sir. Anybody else wish to address? Yes, go ahead, sir. Can you move the mic towards you, though? Yeah. Okay, thank you.
There we go. Hi, everybody. I hope you're having a good night. Thanks for coming out to participate in local government. My name is Chris. I live at 29453 Sherry Avenue, just down the street here. And I'm a vice president of marketing. So I deal with programmatic advertising If I wanted to right now, I could geofence this building. I could grab every single one of your IP addresses, and I could start servicing you millions of impressions of advertisements every day. The second you get home and I grab your internet, now I have every device in your house, and I'm servicing you advertisements. You guys probably came, I don't know if anyone uses cannabis on this council, but I'm the VP of Cloud and Timber Cannabis here in Michigan. I see hundreds of thousands of dollars a month in revenue from direct attribution of me targeting you guys. I know when you go to the vet, you went to the vet, now I'm sending you CBD dog treat advertisements, and you don't even know it's happening. So that said, I know there's been a lot of talk about flock cameras. I'm excited you guys have done what you did over at JARS here. But I just want you to know that I understand this technology to its fullest, even in its manifestation of just reading license plates, right? It's a great marketing plan. Don't call it mass surveillance, call it leveraging technology. Use public safety as the guise for why we're doing or taking away liberties, et cetera. So it's a pretty good marketing plan. Local government is the most physical manifestation of federalism, right? The stuff we saw in the news today in DC is in Candyland as far as we're concerned. It doesn't have much of an outcome here. Even in Lansing, where I lived for my first 2 years in Michigan, who knows what's going on there? What I see is Madison Heights, right? I see John R., we see the daily dealings. I mean, we are government at touching proximity. Which is why it's even more important that we uphold civil liberties and that one document that was the most liberal document ever created in human civilization by a bunch of guys who were the top 1/10 of 1 percentile. They were pieces of crap by today's standards, but they created freedom and the Constitution of the United States, right? Which has helped us exponentially over the last couple hundred years. So tonight, I appreciate you guys have probably been under a lot of pressure, a lot of stress, a lot of people coming in talking about flock cameras and all that nonsense. There's over 20 here in the city. I really want to see two things from this council. First off, publish every single record that you have, costs, contracts. Did it help solve crime specifically? My partner, her dad, Andy Worm, was a longtime member of the police department here. We had a great conversation about it yesterday. Has it explicitly solved crimes that would not have been solved by normal police detection earlier? Second off, if we believe in this technology, it needs to go to a public referendum and a vote. So I would request that all flock technology and any kind of surveillance system like this goes to a public referendum, and if the people of Madison Heights say, yeah, we want this, we feel like it makes us a safer community, rock on, then that's what it is. But when these things happen in a vacuum and government can do it like this, but then in order to figure out how much that contract was, I got to put in FOIA requests and go through government bureaucracy in Lansing, which doesn't even know where its left hand is versus its right hand. That's a big problem. We have become significantly more transparent while government has become more opaque, and that is a really dangerous thing to have happen on the most local of levels.
You have about 15 seconds left.
Thank you. So those are my two questions. Just like the state mandates, I give all of my business info. It is transparent. I would appreciate the same.
All right, thank you, sir.
Thanks, guys.
Appreciate it. Anybody else like to address council? All right, I know the city clerk has one to summarize into the record.
Thank you. We received two complaints from Kevin Terbucci, resident, in regards to the grade elevation changes at the Limage Animal Hospital and the public alley.
Okay,
And those have been sent to the city council.
very good, thank you. And then we will close public comment. All right, moving on the agenda next up is the consent agenda. We have a few items here. I'll read them off. First one is from Director of Public Services, purchase of leased vehicle number 457. From the Fire Chief, purchase of self-contained breathing apparatus, decontamination washing system. Next one is City Clerk, Board and Commission appointments, council appointments. And then from the City Clerk, Board and Commission appointments and mayor appointments. And then City Council regular meeting minutes of August 10th, 2026. What is the wish of City Council?
Your Honor,
Yes.
a motion to approve the consent agenda as presented.
Okay, thank you. We have a motion to approve. Do we have support?
Your Honor,
Yes.
support.
All right, we have a motion and support. Any discussion?
Your Honor.
Oh, sorry.
Go ahead.
I'd like to point out that the consent agenda did have some modifications to it today for the council appointments for the HREC as well as the Historical Commission. Those were added to the agenda today, or added to the package today. So I'd like those to be included with the motion to approve the consent agenda.
Your Honor, I was just gonna, I don't know if all three of us were on the same page, but just asked that the consent agenda be amended to address the appointment changes that we had
Okay.
made.
Your Honor, I need a point of clarification to the consent agenda regarding the board and commission's appointments, because there's an appointment that I did not appoint. And
okay.
I need understanding for the Arts Board.
City Clerk?
Well, you have to tell me which one it is, because I have to pull it up.
Under the Arts Board, there's Robert Young. I needed to understand, I didn't appoint, but his wife serves on the Arts Board, and it is my understanding that family members can't serve on the same Arts Board. And again, I didn't appoint, so I don't know.
So we can just take that person off for this one, since we're amending it anyway, and then I can do that research, and we can circle back to that, and if you want to appoint, that should be your choice.
Okay, thank you.
Very good, okay.
Your Honor? So if council's going to approve the modified consent agenda, then maker of the motion.
Yes.
And support should agree to amend their motion to approve the consent agenda as revised.
Correct. That's what I was turning to go back to.
So moved.
All right, so moved. And does support agree?
Support.
All right, any other discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, say no. Motion carries. Next up on the agenda, there's nothing under communications, but we have reports. First one, City Manager, confirmation of Human Resources Director/Deputy City Manager.
With the vacancy of the Human Resources Director position within the City Manager's office, I'm proposing to move Deputy City Manager, City Clerk Cheryl Rotman into the Human Resource Director role. Cheryl will continue to serve as the Deputy City Manager while assuming responsibility for human resources. This transition will create a vacancy in the City Clerk's office, providing an opportunity to establish a succession plan for the clerk's position while strengthening the succession planning for human resources. Consistent with the city charter, I'm recommending that City Council confirm my appointment of Cheryl Rotman as the Human Resources Director and continued Deputy City Manager. I believe this appointment is in the best interest of the city and provides and supports the city's longer-term succession planning for the City Clerk and Elections Office.
Okay, thank you. What is the wish of City Council?
Your Honor,
Yes.
I make a motion that we confirm the appointment from the city manager of Cheryl Rotman to the Human Resources Director/Deputy City Manager.
All right, we have a motion. Is there support?
Your Honor,
Yes.
support.
All right, we have motion and support. Any discussion? Hearing none. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, say no. The motion carries. Next up is the City Manager, confirmation of City Clerk appointment.
As part of this ongoing succession planning, Deputy City Manager, City Clerk Rotman was just confirmed as the Deputy City Manager Human Resource position. This transition has provided us an opportunity to begin succession planning in the clerk's office while maintaining continuation of these critical functions. The city clerk position was posted from June the 24th through July the 24th of 2026. We received a total of 10 applications and interviewed 3 candidates. Following the interview process and a review of the candidates' qualifications, experience, and anticipated learning curve, the position has been offered to Mary Daly. Mary currently serves as the city's Business Services Coordinator and Elections Specialist and has been with the clerk's office since April of 2021. Prior to that, she served in the city manager's office since July of 2016. In that capacity, she gained a broad knowledge of the city operations and worked directly with the city manager, department heads, elected officials, and the residents. Her prior experience including assisting with city goals and strategic initiatives, coordinating projects, and preparing the city's annual budget in collaboration with the department heads, as well as responding to escalated resident and business concerns. Mary also holds a Master's of Public Administration and a Michigan Professional Municipal Clerk certification. She also just received her Certified Municipal Clerk designation, which was awarded by the International Institute of Municipal Clerks, coincidentally on the same day that we did interviews. She is a member of the IIMC and the Oakland County Clerks Association. Mary's current experience in the clerk's office, combined with her prior experience in the city manager's office, provides her a unique understanding of both the technical responsibilities of the clerk's office and the broader operations of the city. Her existing knowledge of our elections process and the system is particularly valuable given the importance and complexity of election administration and the upcoming transition in leadership. So with that, and consistent with the city charter, I again am asking City Council to confirm my appointment of Mary Daly as city clerk.
All right, thank you. What is the wish of city council?
Your Honor,
Yes.
I recommend we do not. I was sitting here watching Mary fidgeting her hands and trying to dry them off, and I thought I'd just kind of throw that. I'm sorry. I recommend that the city council confirm the appointment of Mary Daly as city clerk.
All right, we have a motion. Do we have support?
Your Honor,
Yes.
I'll support.
Thank you. We have motion and support. Any discussion?
Your Honor,
Yes.
I would just like to affirm the city manager's appointment, not only with my vote, but also with my voice. Mary has been a fantastic partner. Like every time, anytime I come and have questions, especially if Cheryl's not there, Mary is always there, willing and ready to help, and I'm just thrilled that she's going to be in this position. So,
Yeah, I would echo
Congratulations,
those
Mary.
sentiments as well. I worked with Mary for a long time, and she's been phenomenal. And I know she's going to do great in her new position, just like I know Cheryl's going to do great in her new position. Even more stress added on.
Your Honor,
Yes.
I too would like to add to that as well. You guys all beat me to the punch, but my time here before council and on council, Mary has always been courteous and professional and kind and done a fantastic job. She is a welcome face in these halls, and I think that I'm voting yes, by the way, if you can't tell. But while she has her crew here, I just wanted to commend you as well and say, job well done to you, so.
All right. Any other comments?
Your Honor,
Yes.
I have a comment to make. First of all, congratulations to Cheryl on her appointment confirmation of her appointment as the Deputy City Manager, HR Director. Congratulations, Mary, on your appointment as City Clerk. Mary, and we all know you're going to do a great job. We have members of Mary's family present, and we also have several members of the Hugh and Jane Thomas family present. 2 weeks ago, we were all together, unfortunately, at the funeral of the matriarch of this beautiful family, Jane Thomas, who in July was in a horrific car accident. This family has been through a tremendous amount of stress through this period. Clay's wife is here, Bessie, their daughters, other family members. Mary's husband is present. And we all know what an ordeal you've been through. By way of history, we were very fortunate going back to the late 80s and early 90s when we hired Hugh Thomas as our special environmental counsel to fight the battles with SACRA. We didn't know at the time that it was going to last for 35 years. Hugh passed 2 years ago, and Jane passed very recently, and she was such a remarkable woman. She was a professor at the Ross Business School at the University of Michigan, and students she had from 25 or 26 years ago, who were mostly foreign students, sent in tributes, incredible tributes of what kind of professor Jane Thomas was to them. And in the years since Pete Connors retired and Hugh Thomas retired before his passing, we always got together, Pete and his wife, my wife and I, and Jane and Hugh before he passed, and Jane more recently. We went to dinner at the end of July, the end of June, beginning of July, and you couldn't meet just a more special person than Jane Thomas. It is a terrible loss to the whole family. My condolences to all of you, and may Jane's memory always be for a blessing. Thank you.
All right, thank you, Larry. All right, all those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, say no. Motion carries. All right, the next item under reports, City Manager, Michigan Municipal League Convention Delegate and Alternate.
Each year, the City Council selects a delegate and an alternate to represent the city at the Michigan Municipal Annual Meeting for those council members that will be attending. This year's annual convention is being held October the 7th through the 9th in Traverse City, and it is being recommended that Mayor Corey Haynes be appointed as the delegate and Mayor Pro Tem Muir be appointed as the alternate.
Okay, thank you. What is the wish of City Council?
Your Honor,
Yes.
motion to approve Mayor Haynes as delegate and Mayor Pro Tem as alternate at the 2026 Annual Convention of MML.
All right, thank you. We have a motion. Is there support?
Your Honor,
Yes.
support.
All right, we have motion and support. Any discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, say no. Motion carries. And the last item under reports, from the city planner, temporary data center moratorium resolution.
At the July 20th meeting, the Planning Commission and staff discussed the emerging issue of data centers and the need for the city to proactively review and update its zoning ordinance regulations before any development proposals were submitted. Following that discussion, Assistant City Attorney Jeff Sherman prepared a resolution establishing a temporary moratorium on new data centers for City Council's consideration. The proposed moratorium is intended to provide the city with adequate time to evaluate appropriate zoning, building, and development regulations before any applications are submitted. During the moratorium period, staff will research best practices, review how other Michigan communities regulate data centers, and prepare recommended amendments to the zoning ordinance. This proactive approach will ensure that Madison Heights will have clear regulations in place and be prepared to protect the health, safety, and welfare should a data center development application be submitted. Those changes will also provide certainty to potential developers with regards to standards and process. The moratorium is a temporary suspension of approvals while a municipality studies and develops appropriate regulations. Michigan courts have recognized that a temporary moratorium is an appropriate planning tool when it is adopted for the legitimate governmental purpose to allow a municipality to actively work on related zoning amendments. This proposed resolution would establish a 12-month moratorium from the date of approval unless extended by City Council resolution, providing sufficient time to complete this work. If the zoning amendments are completed sooner, City Council may lift this moratorium at any time. Therefore, staff recommends that City Council adopt the temporary data center moratorium resolution to provide staff with adequate time to evaluate appropriate zoning, building, and developmental regulations before any applications are submitted.
Okay, thank you. What's the wish of City Council?
Your Honor,
Yes.
make a motion that we adopt a temporary data center moratorium resolution to provide staff adequate time to evaluate appropriate zoning, building, developmental regulations before any applications are submitted.
Okay, thank you. We have a motion. Is there support?
Your Honor. I'll
Yes.
support.
All right, we have motion and support. Any discussion?
Your Honor.
Yes.
I think this is important. I mean, obviously you and Councilman Fleming serve on the
Yes.
Planning Center Commission. However, a lot of residents, just similar to some other issues we heard today, this is one that is a very big concern to people. So I think this is the right move for us to make for our community. Albeit, I think we don't have a lot of resources data centers look for, but just to let people know we're not in support of this is a good idea.
Thank you. Nothing?
Ditto.
Okay. All right, all those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, say no. Motion carries. All right, and that brings us up to council closing comments. This evening, we'll start with Councilwoman Aaron.
Well, thank you, Your Honor. I want to first say welcome back to school to all the students that went to school today, and when I seen the pictures all over social media, I was just smiling and realized this is the first year I didn't post the first day of school pic. But ironically, Facebook reminded me, and it showed his first day of school. But I pray that all the kids have a wonderful, safe school year. You know, this is the first time with the new law that no phones are allowed in schools. So I'm praying that everybody goes to school with the right mind to learn and protect our children, keep them uplifted, watch out for their safety. You hear something, you see something, act as a parent like our moms did. Everybody is part of the village. You know, don't be afraid to help a kid out. Also, this Saturday is our last summer event where we're winding up with Trail Tunes from 2 to 6 p.m. over at Civic Center Park. So if you're looking for some good music in the park, please feel free to join. There are food trucks, vendors, and lots of nice music, 6 nice bands. So I think you'll have fun. That's all I have.
Okay, thank you. Mayor Pro Tem Mayor?
Thank you, Your Honor. Congratulations, Mary and Cheryl, on your new appointments. Looking forward to continue to work with both of you. Sorry about the little joke there. Also, it is the first day of school, so remember to keep an eye out for those little ones. I hope everybody has a great school year. For the 40th year or 30th year, I won't have any children in school. It just seems like forever, but it seems like only yesterday. So I have been invited again to be the spotter for the football games, varsity football games. So I was looking forward to that. It always brings me a lot of joy to be up there and acting like I'm a big shot and know what I'm doing. So
He does.
He acts like it or knows what he's doing?
Oh, no, he knows what he's doing.
He knows what he's doing.
He knows what he's doing.
and that's about it for me tonight, Your Honor. Thank you.
All right, thank you. Counselor Wright.
I'll hand out some flowers. I guess I'll start with Bill, because I got the privilege of still going up to the booth sometimes and even subbing once. And Bill is the guy who makes you look good, because he tells you what to say. So that is a big role. So kudos to you on that. And I want to just highlight an unsung hero, which is a role that you are stepping into. And Cheryl, we talk about election integrity. We talk about just doing your job and making sure that everything is done ethically and having confidence in our voting system. And Cheryl has done that the past couple of elections. I've seen her as a candidate, as a resident, take pride in that. And I can't tell you how reassuring that is in this time when we feel a lot of uncertainty, and some of our leaders have been honest in how things are done. And to see her take pride in doing it right and being a good ombudsman and not being biased and just making sure the job is done correctly. Thank you for taking that responsibility and doing that, because now more than ever we need to believe that people aren't putting their opinion first, but just doing their job. And you did that as a city clerk, so thank you for that.
Thank you.
I have confidence. I have confidence that you will do the same and have done the same, because that is the foundation of our democracy, is that ability, as we talked about, to just come to a mutual decision. Whether you like it or not, you come to a decision. That's a part of the democratic process too. So kudos to Cheryl and congrats on your new role. And again, thanks to Mary. I do want to address the comments about flock cameras. Again, it's another growing concern, and I think that this council doesn't take it lightly, and it is something we take serious. And we should, I know we're taking actions, but we should make sure we're taking enough to make our residents feel comfortable. And I'm not saying that to say that we're not, but to say we should make sure we publicly address what needs to be addressed. So finally, on a lighter note, after you go to Trails Tunes on Saturday, I need you guys to all do me a favor. Go find somebody with a classic car. Go find somebody with a Fast and Furious car. Maybe even go find somebody with a car with lights and sirens on it. We did invite the police and the firemen to come out for Revenant in the Heights on September 19th. It's our car show. It's going to be fun. We are doing something new. We're doing car limbo. We're partnered with someone in the car community named Murray Paft and Paft Designs. I don't know how car limbo works. We're going to figure this out together, but it should be fun. There are going to be awards. It's going to be a Mayor's Choice Award, City Council Award. It's not going to be a usual type of car show, but it's for the entire community. There's going to be some good food. We're going to have a potato truck Like, if you like potato, who doesn't like potatoes? What am I saying? There's gonna be a potato truck. Our friends from Taco Hub are gonna be back. This year, we want to put the proceeds toward addressing food insecurity. So, some of the proceeds we're gonna turn over to our good friends at the Madison Heights Food Pantry. And, yeah, but we need cars and we need people. So help us get some cars and get some people. We got some great sponsors. Priority Waste has signed up to be a sponsor. They're not a headlining sponsor this year, so, but we got a grant from the Oakland County Board of Commissioners, so we need people, we need cars. Save the date, September 19th from 10 to 3. If you want to have your car judged, just register it. You can go to events-mhrec.com and you can register your car there. If you're old school, come by City Hall. We'll get you squared away either way. So I'll just say, remember to be kind and have a great day.
Okay, thank you. City Attorney.
Your Honor, I probably should have waited for my comments until council voted on the confirmation, but
We knew where it was going.
yeah, I kind of jumped the gun there. But the only thing I'd like to add is the following, that in one of our cases with Sacra, where the city was the first to adopt a setback requirement for major emission sources with the help of then Senator Michael Bouchard. We were challenged and taken all the way to the Sixth Circuit Court of Appeals in Cincinnati, and Clay Thomas was a teenager at the time, and he accompanied his dad for oral argument in Cincinnati, and since that time he became a very distinguished attorney himself. And Clay and Bessie have offered to be substitute in for their mom and dad in our supper club, so the tradition will continue. And thank you very much.
All right, thank you. Manager Marsh.
Just thank you for, I guess, confirming the appointments. I've worked with Cheryl and Mary, of course, the whole time they've been there, but I'm very excited to work with them both in this new role. So I think it truly is in the best interest of the city and long-term succession planning.
Very good, thank you. Well, part-time city clerk for only another little
Yes.
bit of time.
I can't say that I'm disappointed about not having to work a 20-hour election day anymore, but
Right.
I just really want to say thank you to the city manager for your confidence in me and my new position and supporting me in my professional development. And thank you for council for confirming my appointment today. And Mary, I know you're going to do an excellent job, so welcome to the role.
All right, thank you.
Congratulations, Mary and Cheryl. Like I said, very excited. I want to mention that the Human Relations and Equity Commission has an adaptive game night on the 29th of September. And the Revan in the Heights is one of the things that the HRAC does is Revan in the Heights. And it raises funds to do things like give money to the food pantry, but also to do this adaptive game night and many other things in the city. So I just want to reiterate that come, bring your car, bring your people to Revan in the Heights. As many of you know, my whole big thing is about environmentalism and trees and things like that. I was excited to see that there is a free tree presentation that is being put on by Relief Michigan. I'm on the board for Relief Michigan. I had no idea this was happening, so it's very exciting. I was really excited that it's coming, but Relief does a great job, plants trees all over the state, and partners with groups to give information about how to take care of your trees and things like that. A lot of people in the city have new trees planted on their easements or on their properties, and sometimes we think we know what we're doing when we're taking care of trees, especially pile up the chips around it, and if you befriend a forester, you'll see them cry when things like that happen. So it is important especially if you have one of these new trees that we're planting around the city, come out to this, learn about how to take care of the tree that's on your property, and how to be a good tree parent. That's stupid. All right, that's all I've got tonight, though. Thanks.
All right, thank you, Councilor Gerald.
Just a couple of things. So we do have Trail Tunes on Saturday, but Wednesday night, we also have the last non-music concert event that has been part of the Arts and Word series, and it's Dancing Under the Stars. So if anybody wants to come, not Dancing with the Stars, Dancing Under the Stars, then come join us from 6:30 to 8. I am honestly so thrilled about both of you, But I'd also like to recognize, I mean, Melissa Marsh is an amazing city manager, and when I first saw her thought process on the concept of how to do succession within our own people who are very skilled, very talented, it just was one more thing to me that said she's also the right person in her job. So, Mary, Cheryl, thank you. You too.
Thank you.
That's it, thank you.
All right, thank you. Councilman Fleming.
Yeah, I want to say that, that Mary, congratulations on your promotion there, and Cheryl, to taking on another adventure here at the city. You know, it's really important that we keep our employees here. They're part of our family here at the city, and I'm glad that we didn't, I mean, you know, we had people that did apply that weren't part of our city already, but I'm glad that we chose you guys, and keeping you here is really important to me and everybody else for everything that you've done so far. Yeah. So also, some exciting news is that Red Oaks Park is going to be opening probably, I think it's about October-ish. And so that's like, I think it was like 3-point-something million or more than that.
7.2.
7.72, that's what it was. I don't know where. So it was $7.2 million that was put into our one park that's going to be really great for, you know, a lot of, you know, barrier-free playgrounds, trails, walking, and just a lot of great amenities that's going to be at the park, and I'm really excited for that to go there in October. And then also McGilvery Park, which the county is also putting up some money for that, and we have some great improvements that are coming there in the future. I don't know what the timeline is, but hopefully it'll be next year too. And then, yeah, one last thing is if you're riding an e-bike or even a regular bicycle, make sure that during the nighttime hours that you have a light that is there on the front of your bicycle or your e-bike. You know, it's getting dark outside, and I don't want to see anybody get into an accident just because they didn't have a light on the front of it and nobody's seen you. So it's really important to have the reflective gear while you're riding your you know, mode of transportation around, and so just be safe, you know, this coming fall and winter time, and actually any time during the summer. So that's it.
Okay, thank you. I just have a couple of comments. Again, congratulations to Mary and Cheryl. You guys have always been amazing, and I know that you'll continue to be amazing. It's great to have you guys here, and it's great to continue and grow your professional careers as well. So congratulations, and it's just awesome. Let's see. I wanted to bring a shout out to one of our Lamphere seniors, Cade Walker, who is a senior at Lamphere. He's been active in Civil Air Patrol. I don't know how many know what Civil Air Patrol is, but it's kind of a paramilitary portion of the Air Force for young people to get involved in to see what they, you know, if they want to move forward with a career in the Air Force. But anyway, he was just promoted to Lieutenant Colonel a week ago, and it's just incredible because back when I was young, many years ago, I was part of Civil Air Patrol. And I was there for only a couple of years and got as far as warrant officer, but he's like 10 ranks above that. I mean, so just incredible what he's done over the last 4.5 years. He served at 8 encampments. He attended Honor Guard Academy twice, Flight Academy, where he did his pre-solo already. He's earned the ECA award, which it's one of the highest awards in Civil Air Patrol that on average about 2% of everybody that's involved in Civil Air Patrol ever get to that status and that level of award. And of course, his goal is to attend Air Force Academy when he graduates. So I wish him the best on that. Also, Trail Tunes, I just hope everybody that can show up does. If you don't have anything else going on, I know that I was finally able to make it to a concert in the park, sponsored by the Art Board, and it was amazing. We had a great time. I was able to actually slow down for more than 10 minutes. It was a great concert, so just a great time. Other than that, that's all I have for this evening, so I will adjourn the meeting at 7:09.